Okay, hi, this is Ethan Leeds of biohacktherapy.com, and today I'm talking about detox. And detox is a very, very important part of any protocol for any health condition, but also because of the massive bombardment of toxins that we're all under. We all really need to be helping our body to detox. Over the years, I've studied detox at depth. I've used a lot of different things for myself and my clients. My cancer protocol, in particular, is a very important part of, and so I want to explain two supplements that I use that I think are the two most powerful supplements that anybody can use for detox in a very gentle way, because removing toxins is extremely important. But if you remove toxins in one of, well, there's many different ways of doing it, and many of them cause toxins to be released from your body faster than your body can deal with them. And the consequence is that all you're doing is moving toxins around and feeling sick, flu-like, or pain, or headaches, or whatever it may be at the same time. And we don't want that. It's not good to move toxins in a way that harms your body. So there are ways of doing it very much more gently. It doesn't mean you won't have any detox. You probably won't, but you could have. So let me quickly get to it. So aside from all the obvious and normal things that I would always have as a foundational, so you're drinking enough pure water, you're eating a toxic-free diet as far as that's possible, you're eating all the good stuff, the vegetables and the fruits, and and the meats that you're eating are organic, grass-fed, not GMO, not factory farmed crap. We stay away from all of that. So assuming we're doing all of those things, okay, and even if you're not doing those things, you can use what I'm about to tell you, but hopefully you are doing those things. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is a particular type of zeolite. If you don't know what zeolite is, it's a natural mineral that has amazing ability to attract toxins. In fact, zeolite is what will be used in places like Chernobyl, where they have massive amounts of radiation. They will dump zeolite all over the site because zeolite, among other things, can remove radiation. Okay, so zeolite is an inert mineral. It goes into your body and passes out of your body. It doesn't stay there. And in fact, it goes in and out in between 4 and 6 hours. Now, the problem with zeolite is that because it is so good at absorbing toxins, any zeolite that you mine is full of toxins. Now, that's not a problem in the sense that if you take the zeolite full of toxins, the toxins will not be released into your body. But the zeolite is full and won't take out any toxins either, so it's a waste of time. So you have a few problems with zeolite, but over the years, they've been resolved with the latest technology. So first of all, let me say this about the zeolite. So you can get zeolite powders, and they're all right. A lot of the time, they've got a lot of toxins in, which, as I say, isn't a problem. It just means that they haven't got the space to take much out. But all those zeolites, that are, natural zeolite that's mined, if they're not treated in the way I'm going to tell you in a minute, they won't have a lot of space, and they will detox you still, because there's still going to be some space, but they will detox only the gut. Okay, so that they don't get anywhere else. They just go in through your gut, out. Okay, so picking up toxins along the way. Oh, by the way they pick up toxins is very interesting, because the zeolite has a strong negative charge. And many of the toxins that are causing the problems, things like mercury and aluminum, if you're American, and a lot of the heavy metals in general, radiation, etc., have a positive charge, and a negative charge attracts a positive charge, and vice versa. So zeolite acts like a magnet to toxins, but it doesn't even stop there, because zeolite then also has a cage-like structure, which once it attracts the toxin, it kind of grabs onto it and holds it, and it makes the toxin less toxic immediately, and then it passes out of your body carrying that toxin. So if the zeolite molecule is too small to capture the actual molecule of the toxin, what then happens is that the multiple zeolites will surround it and trap it in multiple molecules of zeolite, if that makes sense. So zeolite has been proven. There's much research on it. It is the best single detox thing that you can do. It's harmless. It's been FDA even agreed that it's what do they call it? GRAS. It's very, very safe, and it's very, very gentle, because the way it works is to make a toxin less toxic before it removes it, which is great. However, there's a big difference between different zeolites. Okay, so first of all, what you want is a nano size zeolite. First off, you want a nano zeolite, and the reason for that is because although it's really great to detox the gut, many of the toxins that we are now being bombarded with are getting into particularly the brain. They're passing the brain-blood barrier, getting into the brain, where they're causing all kinds of problems, getting into the lungs, getting into all the organs, and the blood in particular. So you need something that can get into all those places to pull out the toxins, and nano-sized zeolite can do that. But so that's the first thing. The second thing is you need clean zeolite. So the zeolite that I'm going to recommend is a clean zeolite. It's been cleaned. It's lab tested and provably clean. Now the clean, the reason for that, the issue behind that is just to create more space. It's not because zeolite can release toxin into your body. It can't. But it's because, well, I say it can't. Well, actually, one thing it will do, if it has a toxin in it, and then there's another toxin more toxic with a higher positive charge, it might release the one toxin to take in the stronger toxin. So technically it could release a toxin, but only because it's taking a stronger toxin. So anyway, so what you want is multiple nano sizes, okay? Because what you want is some of the molecules to work in the gut, some of the molecules to get into the bloodstream, and so on to get everywhere. So you need different sizes. So the one that I recommend has different sizes specifically for that reason. Another thing that you want is you don't want your zeolite that absorbs toxins like crazy to be delivered in a plastic bottle, for obvious reasons. So what you want is a glass bottle for your zeolite. So zeolite then is a spray. It's liquid. Well, it's a mineral, but it's best delivered in a liquid, and that's what I recommend, in a liquid that actually the zeolite is suspended in water molecules, which then allows it to get everywhere, because the water molecules get everywhere into the blood and then into everywhere from there. So the results of using zeolite are absolutely phenomenal. I've seen such amazing things, especially where you really notice it is brain issues like brain fog, autism, all of these kind of things that are very, very specifically related to brain toxicity. Aluminium. I'm switching between aluminum and aluminium. It's starting to get confused. Okay, so it gets into the brain, it gets into all the organs, it gets and cleans up the blood. Really, really important. It cleans up the blood. So nano zeolite, I will put a link under this video for you, so that you can get straight there, the one that I recommend. And over the years I've recommended different ones, because technology moves on and they get better and better, and so as a new or a better one comes out, I change. I'm not loyal to any one company. So I used to recommend TRS, which is a nano zeolite, and it's a good one. I just believe the one I'm going to recommend is better, and if you want to know why, you can ask me why. But if you're into TRS, and I've used TRS and I was very happy with it, and it is a synthetic zeolite, which is a whole different thing, but nevertheless, I got great results with it. But this is cheaper and better. So anyway, so zeolite then is, and I've been recommending zeolite for years and years and years, and it's become a very important part of all my protocols, because removing toxins is always really important. Now, the second product that I recommend, so there's two that I like to use together. I'll typically start with one and then add the other one in. And this second one is a plant sterol. Now, what it does, a lot of the reason that a lot of the toxic buildup is caused by damaged cell membranes. So the cell membrane is the, if you want to look at it like a doorway into the cell, it's what allows things in and out. Okay, and when cell membranes get damaged because of high levels of toxicity and oxidation and so on, what happens is things don't get in the cell so easily anymore. So nutrients that you're taking or eating, start to struggle to get into the cell. So they might get into the blood, no problem, but from the blood into the cell, they're not making it. That's why people can sometimes be really deficient, even though they're taking lots of supplements or injections or whatever. They may be iron deficient and they're taking iron and they're still deficient. It might be getting into the blood, but it's not getting into the cell. So the cell membrane damage stops nutrients getting in. But in terms of detox, it also stops toxins getting out of the cell. Okay, so now this zeolite I'm talking about can get into the cell to pull toxins out of the cell. But if the gateway is shut, if the membrane is damaged and not allowing much in, then it struggles the cell struggles to get stuff out. So this particular supplement, and again, I can let anybody wants to know, just ask and I'll let you know exactly what it is and where to get it. But this particular supplement increases cell absorption by 50%. Okay, that is huge, and that works two directions. If it's absorbing, because it can now get in, toxins can now get out. So nutrients get in, toxins get out. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about cellular detoxification, because you're improving the function of the cell with this supplement, and with the zeolite, you're getting it into the cell to take toxins directly out of the cell. And it takes about 4 to 6 hours for the zeolite after entering your body to leave your body. So the product that I recommend, the recommendation is that you use it 2 or 3 times a day. So every 4 to 6 hours, 4 sprays actually. And then that will give you the maximum amount. You don't have to do that much, depends on how toxic you are. You could make a bottle could last you 3 months and just do one spray a day. But if you're more toxic, or if you're being exposed to lots of toxins, then really you want to be doing 3 a day. So that is my primary recommendations for detox, aside from all the other things that I already mentioned, diet and water and so on. It's good to have those as a foundation, but these 2 supplements are going to work irrespective of what else is going on. But it just makes sense to do all that you can so to get those toxins out. And you can do other things, like you can do saunas and you can do all the other things that help, but these 2 are going to do more than everything else combined. Okay, so I will leave links, or alternatively then just ask me and I will send you directly links for both of the 2 products that I recommend. They're from 2 different companies. I would love it if one company did the best of everything, so I could just have one link and one company. Sadly, that's not the case. So they're 2 different companies, but they are products that I think everybody should be taking, because over toxification, struggling with my words there. So having too many toxins in your body, let's put it that way, too many toxins in your body is a massive issue and is the prime cause of the epidemics of chronic disease that we're seeing. You have to get the toxins out. Okay, absolutely critical, and there's nothing better than these 2 things. So there you go. Hope that's helpful. Thanks very much. Bye bye.